Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Let us begin this morning in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. The Lord be with you. Reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Behold, the virgin shall be with child and bear a son, and they shall name him Emmanuel, which means God is with us. God, our loving Father, grant us the grace to see what we ought to see, to hear what we ought to hear, that we might do what we ought to do. In Jesus' name we pray. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with you. Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Mary, seat of wisdom, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Welcoming Jesus, our hope in our troubled world. Let me begin with the 4 keys of hope. What is hope? What is hope? It is not being optimistic. We have to understand that hope is one of the theological virtues together with love and faith. Number 1, hope requires eternal perspective. Hope requires eternal perspective. The primary promise is everlasting life with God for those who believe in Jesus. In John 3:16 it says, "For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, for whoever believes in Him will not perish but have everlasting life." Hope is not about this world. Hope is not about this world. It is not being optimistic. What I love with Padre Pio is that he's honest to remind us that eventually we will die. That sickness is part of life. So, you don't hope to live forever. You don't hope to live forever. Hope is not in this world. Our hope is eternal. Teresa of Avila would say, the only way to go to heaven is to die. So, we are not talking about hope as living forever. So, we must have an eternal perspective with regard to hope. Second, hope is based on God's promises. Hope is based on God's promises. I will never leave you nor forsake you. In Hebrew 13:5, whatever happened, God is faithful. If you are unfaithful, God will remain faithful. So we hope on the promises of God. Hope in the promises of God. Third, hope is built on faith. Hope is built on faith. Faith is our ability to realize our experience, the things we hope for. You might say that faith gives us real eyes to realize and lay hold on what we are hoping for. As Saint Augustine have said this, the gift of hope is to see what we believe. The gift of hope is to see what we believe. And fourth, hope activates perseverance. Because you hope, you begin to persevere. Kasi kung walang pag-asa, walang pagsusumikap. Ano po? Pag ako po'y nag-a-anoint, tinatanong ko po may sakit. Ikaw ba, nanay, naniniwala ka ba na gagaling ka pa? Ano po? Mahalaga yon. Pag sinabi ng matanda, Father, parang hindi na ako gagaling. Then I'm honest to say, wag na ho kayong bumili ng gamot. Hindi na ho kayo gagaling. Ano po? Because you have no reason to persevere. Hope activates perseverance in Romans 5:3-5. Not only that we even boast of our affliction, knowing that affliction produces endurance, endurance produces character, and character produces hope. Hope does not disappoint. Hope does not disappoint. Ano po? Ang Tagalog ng hope, ang sabi nila ay, pag-asa. Ha? Sabi po ng isang tao, ang Tagalog ng hope ay tiyak yun. Tiyak yun. I am certain that it will happen. Ano po? Hindi lang meron akong pag-asa. Natitiyak ko, I am certain that God is faithful. I am certain that God will fulfill His promise. I am certain that I will see what I believe. It is certain that if I persevere, I will achieve what I desire. Now, what is the core of Christian hope? What is the core of Christian hope? It is always rooted in God. It is rooted in God. True hope comes from God and His promise, not in circumstances. Ano po? True hope comes from God and His promises, not in circumstances. C.S. Lewis, I love one of his sayings. He says, if your house is not burning, your neck is not broken, and you are not dying, you are not complaining about problems. You are simply complaining about inconvenience. Let me repeat that. If you are not dying, your neck is not broken, and your house is not burning, then you are complaining not of problem, but inconvenience. You have to differentiate between problems and inconvenience. Problems have solutions. Inconvenience invites a new attitude. A new attitude. Nung minsan, meron pong babaeng naka-wheelchair, nagpunta sa Greenbelt pagkatapos ng misa. Some people would line up and ask for prayers, and she lined up. And sabi ko, ang haba. Ano po? Pwede mo bang sabay-sabay na lang yung may sakit? Pagdasal ko, ano po? So, kasama siya sa pila. Sabi niya, wala akong sakit, Father. Naka-wheelchair yun. Ano po? So, tinitingnan ko siya. But, it dawned on me, how do you define sickness? How do you define sickness? Pwede hindi siya makalakad, pero wala siyang sakit. Naintindihan po ninyo? Autism is not a sickness. They are simply different. Autism is not a sickness. They are simply different. Because if you look at autism as a sickness, you will always find solutions. You will always seek cure. But if you accept that they are simply different, you change the perspective. Kakaiba lang talaga sila. Di po ba, anak? So, hindi lahat ng pilay may sakit. Hindi lang nakakalakad, di po ba, anak? Even though, most of the time, we deny our situation. I was invited to anoint a sick person in a hospital. She is already not in good shape. Ay tayo mga Pilipino, pag tinatanong na tayo, sala ang sagot natin. Ano po? Pinapatawag ka, pinapa-anoint kasi malapit na yan. Ano? Hindi pa naman mamatay talaga, pero malapit na. Ano po? Pero nung pumasok ko, sabi ko, Nanay, kumusta kayo? Ha? Naka-oxygen na yon. Ano po? Okay lang ako, Father. Ha? Hindi ho kayo okay. Ano po? Ha? Hindi ho kayo okay. Di ba? Kailan ba talaga okay? At kailan hindi okay? It's all about attitude. It's all about attitude. I've been sharing this about one of our priests in our seminary, now a priest, an alumnus. When we are in formation, his eyes are already deteriorating. 2 ahead siya in formation. Ang tawag na namin sa kanya, nasa seminaryo pa lang, bulang. Nasaan si bulang? Ano po? Kahit nakakakita pa, pero dahil madaling madapa, malabo ang mata, ano po? Ang tawag namin sa kanya, bulang. And he was able to accept that his eyes is deteriorating. In spite of the many intervention, it's getting worse. He is now 29 years as a priest. He still presides the Eucharist. Blind. How did he do it? He memorized the Eucharistic prayer. How do he read the gospel? Somebody reads the gospel, dictate it to him, and he's the one saying it in the mic. Is he sick? No. According to him, he is just physically disabled. He accepted it. He was able to anticipate his situation. So, he is not grumbling for who he is today. It's all about attitude. Brothers and sisters, I think our common problems is how to address things and to see things in a proper perspective. As I always say this, attitude is the librarian of the past, the speaker of the present, the prophet of our future. Attitude is the librarian of the past, the speaker of the present, the prophet of our future. So regardless how beautiful the world before you, if you have a wrong attitude, then the world will always be bad. The world will always be bad. Ang mga bata ngayon, because they're so used to comfort, they are used to abundance. Pag breakfast nila, meron silang corned beef, meron silang itlog, meron silang kung ano man. Wala lang hotdog. Wala lang hotdog. Sasabihin nila, wala tayong ulam. It's about perspective. It's about perspective. Do you know this? That in one of the experiments, children were asked to draw chicken. And everybody submitted a picture of a tie. Hita lang ng manok. Yan ang itsura ng chicken sa kanila. Kasi nasanay sila sa chicken joy. Hindi na sila nakakakita ng buong manok. Hita na lang, di ba ba? No? That's it. This is how the world, the children of today looks at the world. Paborito ko po yung ang pato. Ano po? Ang pato. Meron pong magkapatid, si Buknoy at si Nugnog, taga Maynila. Pinagbakasyon sa probinsya, first time silang nakakita ng pato. First time. Kayo ba nakakita na ng pato? Alam niyo ba ang pato? Peking duck, alam ninyo. Ano po? Ha? Peking duck. Luto na. Ha? Pato. So, tuwan-tuwa yung magkapatid, may pato. Ano po? Ha? At itong sinugnog, binabato yung pato. Nakakailag. Sabi, ang galing ng pato. Nakakailag. Sabi ni Boknoy, wag. Pag tinamaan mo yan, mapapagalitan tayo ni Lola. Hindi nga eh. Ang galing ang umilag. Eh, ano? Oh. Kumuha ng malaking bato sinugnog, sabi niya. Sinipat at binato. Ay, hindi umilag ang pato. Tinamaan sa ulo, patay. Ano po? Patay. So, nataranta sila kasi alaga ng Lola yon eh. Sabi ni Boknoy, yari ka. Sabi ni Nugnog, huwag mo sasabihin kay Lola. Huwag mo sasabihin kay Lola. Pagdating ng gabi, sabi ng Lola kay Boknoy, Boknoy, kay Nugnog, Nugnog, maghugas ka ng pinggan. Sabi ni Nugnog, ay nako Lola, gustong-gusto kong maghugas ng pinggan. Kaya lang si Boknoy, gustong-gusto niyang maghugas ng pinggan. Sabi, hindi ang pato. Kaya sabi niya, Lola, ako na po maghuhugas. Ano po? Ako na po maghuhugas. Kinabukasan, almusal, sabi, hindi ikaw naghugas ng pinggan kagabi, ikaw maghugas ng pinggan ngayon. Sabi niya, naku Lola, si Nugnog, gustong-gusto niya talaga maghugas. Hindi ang pato. So, hugas siya. Alam niyang may pato, na po. Pagdating ng tanghalian, sabi, pagkatapos nito, magdilig kayo ng halaman na. Ikaw, hindi ka na naghugas. Ikaw ngayon magdidilig ng halaman. Sabi, Lola, alam mo naman si Nugnog. Nagbakasyon yan, gustong-gusto niyang magdilig ng halaman. Hindi ang pato. Naging alipin siya na kanyang kapatid dahil nililihim niya ang pato. Ano po? After a while, hindi na niya kaya. Nagsumbong siya sa lola niya. Sabi niya, ayaw ko talaga maghugas ng pinggan. Ayaw ko talaga magdilig. Kaya lang, natatakot akong malaman mo na isumbong ako na yung pato po ninyo, binato ko, patay. Ang sabi ng lola, kita ko nasa bintana ako. What I'm trying to say, my dear friends, my brothers and sisters, what is happening to us is nothing compared to what is happening within us. We could have a same experience, but we can look at it in a different way. Why? Because of our attitude. Of our attitude. Sinong pinanghahawakan ninyo? Pag may problema, kanino kayo nananalig? Many of us believe in God, but we do not trust God that He will find ways on how we can get over our situation. Second, core of our Christian hope is the confident expectation. It is a firm assurance in unseen future realities fueled by faith. Fueled by faith. If you do not believe that the seed you are planting will grow and bear fruit, then you will not plant a seed. You will not plant a seed. If you do not believe that having a good diet, exercise, will give you better health, then you will not do it. You will not do it. Health is 80% diet, 20% exercise. Can you imagine that? Health is 80% diet, 20% exercise. So kahit exercise ka ng exercise, sala naman ang kain mo, ay mamamatay ka talaga na maaga, di ba ba? No? After my stroke, ang daming binigay na listahan kung ano ang pwede ko lang kainin. Hindi ko yun mamememorya. Kaya in simple terms, in simple questions, sabi ko, Dok, ano ba talaga ang pwede kong kainin? Isa lang ang sagot ng doktor, basta masarap, bawal. Tapos, di po ba, ano? Kaya pag merong nagyayaya, Father, kain tayo. Saan po? Doon. Masarap doon, Father. Bawal po. Pag may nagbigay, kanina, pinapakain na ako, sabi ko, tinitingnan ko, masasarap. Hindi ako kumain. Bawal eh. Ano ba? Bawal. I lost how many kilos? From 87 to 72. Kasi, ang daming bawal. At ang panakot ng doktor, sabi niya, alam mo, Father, yung second stroke is worse than the first. Pag di ka pa natuto, di ba ba, ano? The second stroke is worse compared to the first. So, huwag mo na antayin yung second. So, pag bawal, bawal. At sabi nung isang nakasabay kong na-stroke na pare, sabi niya, anong sikreto mo? Daming bawal. Sabi niya, sino ba ang doktor mo? Ito ang doktor ko. Pinuntahan niya. After 1 week, nagkita kami. Sabi ko, kumusta? Ay, ang higpit ng doktor mo. Ang daming bawal. Ay, anong ginawa mo? Naghanap ako ng ibang doktor. Di ba? Ayaw mo maghirap, di naghanap na ibang doktor, di ba ba? Pero anong katotohanan? Pag ikaw ay pinagbabawalan ng doktor, may pag-asa ka pa. Opo. Yung mga doktor dito, tanungin ninyo. Pag kayo pinagbawalan ng doktor, may pag-asa pa kayo. Pero pag sinabi ng doktor, pwede nyo nang kainin kahit ano, wala na kayong pag-asa. I-enjoy nyo na lang. Ano po? Pwede ko ba kainin ito? Pag sinabi nito, pwede. Ay, malapit na kayo. Ano po? Enjoy nyo na lang. Ano po? It is a firm assurance of unseen future realities fueled by faith. Because you believe. You believe. You do it because you believe. If you don't believe, you have no reason to do things. Di po ba? Third, hope is the source of our strength. Waiting on the Lord renews strength, allowing believers to soar on wings like eagles. From Isaiah 40:31. Hope is the source of our strength. God is never logical. He writes straight line in crooked ways. You have heard those saying. God writes straight line in crooked ways. So He's never logical. If God asks you to jump from the cliff, two things will happen. It's either He will catch you or He will give you wings to fly. Two things. So it's up to you. It's up to you. But God will never save you from the pain, from the suffering. Ano po? Ang ating wrong conception about hope is that God will make life easy. Hanggang ngayon, maraming nagpapapray over, Father, pagdasal mo naman, ang taas ng blood sugar ko. Alam ko yun. Diabetic ako, hindi pa ba? Member ako ng media. Mediabetes. Di ba? Oh. Sabi ko, nanay, bawasan niyo ang kanin, bawasan niyo ang dessert, bawasan niyo ang matatamis. Alam mo, sagot sa akin, Father, huwag mo na akong pagbawalan. Pray over mo na lang ako. Paliguan ko man yan ng holy water, di yung gagaling. Ano po? But up to now, still students preparing for their board exam will come to you with their pens and pencil and say, Father, bless mo naman ang aming mga ball pen. Bakit po? Kukuha kami ng board exam. Sabi ka, nag-aral ba kayo? Konti po, Father. Pero nagpamisa kami. Ano ka? Ibabad ko man sa holy water yan, di kayo papasa. We tend to believe that hope is magical. Di po ba, ano? Magical. Hindi. Hope gives us strength. Hope will not spare us from our problems. They say, faith is like an umbrella. Faith is like an umbrella. It will not stop the rain, but it will help you walk under the rain. Gusto natin mawala kagad yung ulan. Ano po? At alam mo naman na uulan, hindi ka nagdala ng payong. Yan ang malaking problema. Ano po? Even though I cannot forget this, I was a young priest then, and we have an activity in UST. I forgot, I think it's all about the charismatic renewal anniversary. And during the times of the late Jaime Cardinal Sin, every time there is an activity, I'm always the one assigned to do the physical setup, in charge of the physical setup. And Tita Debilia, Ambassador Tita Debilia, is the one in charge of the activity. I was invited to attend. I refused to attend the meeting, hoping somebody will take my place. I absent myself intentionally. But in the evening, the ambassador called me and said, Father Dave, you were absent in the meeting. Opo, tita. Iba naman. Sabi, hindi kami naghanap. Hindi kami naghanap ng iba. Ikaw ang in charge ng physical setup. Ang ating gathering ay sa UST. Cover sa football field. Kailan yan, tita? August. Tita, maulan yan. Maulan. Bakit doon? Ano sagot? Libre. Ano pa? Mahilig tayo sa libre. Hindi pa ba na? Ha? Sabi ko, tita, ang hirap naman yan. Bakit doon? Sabi niya, kaya nga ikaw ang kinuha namin. Ha? Ano ako? Santa Clara? Ang biruan namin doon sa mga nag-aral sa UST, magkasundo lang mga dagang umihi na sabay-sabay, bumabaha yan, hindi ba ba? No? You have time to pray, Father. You have time to pray. From March to August, I've been praying every day, Lord, sana naman, walang ulan, walang ulan, walang ulan. Ano po? Lo and behold, the night before, ang lakas ng ulan. Sabi ko, Lord, ang tagal na natin nag-usap dito. Kung kailan naman na ano na. So I went to UST early in the morning to look at the place. Konti na lang yung lugar na muddy. Ano po? Because of the night of the rain last night. Sabi ko, pwede na yan. So, nagsiset up kami, sinet up yung stage, ano po? Lo and behold, while we are setting up the stage, it suddenly drizzles. It suddenly drizzles. And the liturgy said, let us cover the altar with tent. And the members of my team said, Father, nilagyan nila ng tent ang altar. O ano ngayon? Sayang ang ilaw natin. Wala tayong makikita. Sayang ang camera, hindi yan makikita kasi madilim. Anong gusto mong gawin? Tanggalin. Paano natin tatanggalin? Umaambon. Ano pa? Anong rule? You can negotiate with the canonists but never with the liturgies. Kung ano sasabihin ng liturgies, yun ang masusunod. So, tatanggalin ba ang tent o hindi? Sabi nila, Father, ipagdasal mo na tumigil ang ulan. So, nandun ako sa dulo ng field. Pataas-taas pa ng kamay. Jesus! Lord, please stop the rain so that we can remove the tent. And I heard, God said, you remove the tent and I stop the rain. You remove the tent, and I will stop the rain. And I said, Lord, you don't understand. You stop the rain, and I will remove the tent. That's the most logical. I prayed. Second, I heard again. You remove the tent, and I will stop the rain. Lord, you know that's impossible. You stop the rain, and I will remove the tent. But I heard it 3 times. On the 3rd time, I begin to believe this is not an illusion. So, I went to the stage, and I said to the people in the stage, and God said, we remove the tent, and He will stop the rain. And there were 3 Dominicans in the stage. And they asked me, whose God you're talking to? Sabi ko, Lord, tingnan mo, mga pari yan, mga pari yan. Hindi naniniwala sa iyo. Since I was the one in charge, they removed the tent. The activity started at 5 o'clock. We end up at 7 o'clock in the evening, and no single drop of rain. No single drop of rain. Siyempre, proud ako, di ba? Ano? Proud ako. And when I was removing everything in the stage, the 3 Dominicans are there and said, Father, you know UST has an activity celebrating this, I don't remember anymore what. And we have written the Holy Father, if He can come. Can you ask God to tell the Holy Father to come? Ay, nainis ako sorry, ano po. So my answer to them, and whose God do you want me to pray? It's unforgettable. Ano po? Sometimes, before the rain stops, you have to remove your tent. Only if you believe in the God who is the source of your strength. Only. Fourth, hope is the anchor for our soul. It provides stability and security in turbulent times, as Hebrews 6:19 have said. Not only on difficult times, but even in turbulent times, we can hold on to God. We can hold on to God. What was your greatest struggle in life? What was your greatest struggle? Do you remember? The second is, what have you learned from it? What have you learned from it? Sometimes we have so much experiences that we have failed to learn something from it. Even in sin, even in mistakes, there's so much to learn. As Barbara Streisand have said, there are no mistakes in life, only lessons to learn. Even in mistakes, we all know this. We have learned more wisdom in our failures than our success. We have learned more wisdom in our failures than in our success. If you are only willing to learn, there's so much to learn. Even in our problems, in our sickness, in our difficulties, in our failures, in our pains. Kaya nga yung mga magulang, don't spare your children from problems. Don't spare your children from difficulties of life. There's so much to learn in problems and in difficulties. Ano sabi ng Diyos? I will wipe the tears from your eyes. Ibig sabihin nun, luluha ka talaga. Anong pupunasan kung walang luha? Di po ba? Ano? Luluha ka talaga. Alam ng Diyos na luluha ka. You only need to learn, and you only need to believe so that you can learn something. You can learn something. We lost our brother early this year, February. I was in the hospital having my executive checkup, and he sent a message in our chat group saying he's experiencing some abdominal pain and he's on way to Makati Med. That's 9 o'clock in the morning. Then he said, I was asked to go to the emergency room. The doctor, a friend of mine, said, Titan is here. I asked him to go to the emergency room. But he is well. He is good. So, confident ka. Confident ka. At 11, I was told Titan had a cardiac arrest. Ha? Masakit lang dyan? Cardiac arrest na. Ano po? So, nagmamadali kami. Dumaan muna ako sa seminary before going to Makati Med. Lo and behold, nag-cardiac arrest ulit. Sabi niya, he's not good. Ha? Ganun kabilis? And the third message from the doctor, I'm sorry. We lost him. We lost him. Nakarating ako sa Makati Med 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. Nakabalot na. And the doctor was kind enough to open the body bag. The body bag. And I look at him. My first word was, ano naman nagmamadali ka? Buti hindi sumagot, di po ba? But I was devastated. I was devastated. Pero ang totoo niyan, hindi masakit. I mean, masakit na namatayan ka, sabi nga nila, manakawan ka na, huwag ka lang masunugan. Masunugan ka na, huwag ka lang mamatayan. Di po ba, no? Pero pag ikaw ay namatayan, ang pinakamalungkot na pagkakataon na hindi yung the passing away, nor the wake. And I've been sharing this. Ang pinakamalungkot ay yung unang Pasko. And this is the first Christmas we don't have Him. Yun ang pinakamalungkot. Kasi pag wake, busy ka eh. Ang daming tao. Ang daming tao. Ang daming nagtatanong, anong nangyari? Anong nangyari? Anong ginawa namin? Nagpa-print kami. Kung anong nangyari. O, so, anong nangyari? O, basahin mo. Oo. Nakakapagod magkwento eh. Di ba ba? Oh, tip yan sa inyo pag kayo namatayan. Di ba ba? Anong nangyari? Oh, basahin mo yan. Ha? But the first Sunday of Advent, I caught myself crying. Why? Wala na. Can you prevent someone from dying? No. It is not up to us. Advent, Christmas, there's no moratorium on that days that says walang mamamatay. My dear friends, my brothers and sisters, if you don't have strength rooted in God, where are you going to draw your strength? If your soul is not anchored on a hope beyond this world, then you are easily swayed. That's why one of the core of our Christian hope is it purifies our motivations. It purifies our motivation. Hope in Christ purifies believers and motivates them to live righteously. 1 John 3:3. It purifies. Lately, I've been inviting to do this. It's a little weird. Ano po yun? Take time to look at yourselves before the mirror, naked. Try to stand naked. Try to stand naked. Completely naked. Without makeup, without your jewelries, naked, nothing. And it will make you realize you have nothing. Nothing. Your money cannot save you. Your friends cannot save you. You have nothing. If God is not with you, then you have nothing. Kahit gaano kay kamahal ng sino man sa buhay ninyo, pag kayo naghihingalo, kayo lang talaga yun. Ako po ninyo? Ikaw lang yun. Pag nahihirapan ka huminga, ikaw lang yun. Hindi, yung katabi mo, Wala. Patuloy ang hinga nun. Ang sasabihin lang nun, kaya mo yan, kaya mo yan. Ikaw lang yan. You have nothing. There's nothing to boast. Your money cannot even buy a single minute to add to your life. Your possession is nothing before God. Hindi mo pwede sabihin, Lord, pari ako. Ano ngayon? Hindi po paano? St. Thomas of Aquinas in one of his visions says, I saw priests and bishops in hell. O, can you imagine? O? Diba? I saw priests and bishops in hell. Your position in the church, even in the church, has nothing to do before God. Kahit ikaw ang manager ng kung ano man, di ba? You are nothing. So, hope purifies our motivation. It purifies our motivation. I don't want to discourage you. But you know, as we grow older, much older, Advent is more of letting go and goodbyes than coming. Pagbata tayo, ang Pasko, puro padating. Napapansin niya? Padating ang regalo, padating ang ninong at ninang, lahat padating pagbata pa tayo. Pero pag tayo matanda na ayaw natin tanggapin, ang Advent ay paalis na. You have realized, hopefully at your age, pag tinignan ko kayo, mas matanda naman kayo sa akin, ano po? At your age, you experience more letting go. Parents are dying, friends are dying, di ba? Nasa panahon na tayo na letting go. Our Advent is not already welcoming, but letting go. Tanggapin natin yun. Habang tayo tumatanda, habang tayo nagbe-birthday, hindi na yan nag-a-add ng taon sa buhay natin. Nagbabawas na yan ng taon natin sa mundong ito. Di po ba, ano? If life is only 70, 80 for those who are strong, kung ikaw ay 60, 20 ka na lang. Pag nag-birthday ka next year, 19 na lang ang buhay mo dito, di po ba, no? 19. Pag 70 ka, 10 years na lang, di po ba, no? Kaya pag nag-birthday ka na 75, sabi mo, oy, 5 years ka na lang. You don't count adding years to your life. Hopefully, it purifies your motivation. Hindi na ako magtatagal sa mundong ito. Kaya sinasabi ko yan sa mga anak, kung matanda na ang magulang mo, ilang Pasko na lang yan, huwag mo nang bibigyan ng sama ng loob. Di po ba? Kung kayo'y mag-asawa at matanda na kayo, huwag nyo nang bigyan ng sama ng loob ang isa't isa. Malapit na kayo, di po ba? Ano? Kasi kung mag-aaway kayo dito, don't expect na magkikita kayo sa langit. Ipagpapatuloy niyo ang away niyo sa impyerno. Di ba? Well, that's true. That's true. The song, Give Me Peace, if you cannot find peace here on earth, don't expect you will find peace in heaven. It purifies our thoughts, our motivation. Our motivation. Hindi ka na dapat bili ng bili. Hindi ka na bili ng bili. Anuhin mo yan? Stop buying things. Ano po? If you can still eat, eat. If you can still eat, eat. If you can still walk around, walk around. Hanggat kaya niyong mamasyal, mamasyal kayo. Huwag kayong palagi nakaupo sa bahay. Gumala kayo. Seriously, gumala kayo. Ilan na lang ang panahon nyo dito. Di ba? Mamasyal na kayo. Hindi yung kung kailan kayo patay, yung kaluluwa nyo ang gala ng gala. Di ba? Kung kailan dadalaw na lang yung kaluluwa sa mga anak. Habang nakakadalaw kayo ngayon, dumalaw kayo. At nakikita kayo ng mga anak nyo, hindi yung pag may kumalusko, sasabi, Ma? Nandiyan, Ma? Pag nakakita ng paru-paro, ay, nandiyan si Mama. Diba? It should purify your motivation. Another core of Christian hope is a living hope that Jesus' resurrection gives believers a living hope for new life and future glory. New life and future glory. A good friend who's allergic to ice cream, can you imagine? Allergic ka sa ice cream. Malungkot yun. Ano po? Ano sabi niya sa akin? Sabi ko, ano, kumusta? Hindi tayo order ng ice cream. Kawawa ka naman. Ano sabi niya? Don't worry. In heaven, I can eat all the ice cream. O, diba, no? How do you look at resurrection? How do you look at resurrection? What is your hope in the resurrection? That you will rise again? That's the only thing you hope for? What are your hopes in the resurrection? I confess that what I look for, what I expect on the resurrection is to see and embrace my father and brother again. Not to eat. Dalawa lang naman ang trabaho natin sa langit. Kumain at purihin ang Diyos. Ano? Pagkatapos mo kumain, o dasal na naman. Basahin mo yan. Ano pa? I hope to see my father and my brother again. Dapat mayroon kang tamang perspective. May tamang kang perspective. My dear friends, my brothers and sisters, sorry po. 11:24 na. Ano po? May misa tayo, di po ba? No? If you are looking for Bible passages that reminds you about what I've been talking to, Romans 15:13, may the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace in believing, so that by the power of the Holy Spirit, you are abound in hope. Romans 15:13. Hebrews 6:19, we have this hope as an anchor for the soul, firm and secure. Isaiah 40:31, those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. Romans 12:12, rejoice in hope, be patient in tribulation, be constant in prayer. Hebrew 11:1, now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. What we do not see. This hope will allow me to see what I believe. For practical applications, three things. Number one, learn to wait on the Lord. Learn to wait on the Lord. Nasanay na tayo masyado sa instant. Ano po? Sa instant. Learn to wait on the Lord. You cannot eat the fruit of the tree whose seeds you just planted today. Remember that. You cannot eat the fruit of the tree whose seeds you just planted today. Learn to wait. Learn to wait. Kung nagda-diet ka, don't expect tomorrow, payat ka na. Ano pa? Ha? Ang problema natin, marami sa atin, hindi lang kumain ngayon, kinabukasan magtitimbang. Di ba? Nag-gym ngayon, nagbuhat ng mabigat. Pag-uwi sa bahay, maghuhubad sa harapan ng salamin. Ano yan? Hindi yan overnight. Hindi yan overnight. Wait on the Lord until you're able to develop the discipline to reach what you are aspiring for. Discipline is never about punishment. Discipline is embracing certain habits so that we will be able to live a life of excellence and distinction. It is never about punishment. It is embracing certain habits to develop a certain mastery so that we will be able to live a life of excellence and distinction. It takes time. Learn to wait. Learn to wait. Ano po? Whatever mastery you want to achieve, it takes time. Learn to wait. Ano po? Mahirap yung marami sa atin, ano po? Matatanda na. Sorry for the words. Ano po? Hindi na tayo ganong kabilis matuto. Tanggapin nyo yun. Hindi na tayo ganong kabilis matuto. Kinukwento ko ito palagi. Ano po? Dati, nung bata-bata pa akong pari, pag mayroong tumutunog na cellphone sa misa, nagagalit ako. Nakakainis. Ano po? Ngayon hindi na. Tanggap ko na. May-ari nun matanda. Ano po? Oo. Kahit saan. Alam naman nilang you silent your phone. Ha? Pero sa loob ng misa, tunog pa rin ang tunog. Di ba, ano? Ha? Hindi ba nila naintindihan yun? Naintindihan nila. Ano ba? Nagmimisang ganyan, nag-homily ka. Makikita mo yung matanda. Tarantan, ganyan. Bakit? Bago ang phone. Hindi alam kung paano i-operate. Di ba ba, ano? Oh. Tatayo yan, lalabas yan. Naka-speaker phone. Tawag ka ng tawag, nagsisimba ako. Matanda yan, matanda. Hindi na tayo ganon kabilis matuto. Ako po nga. Be patient with yourself. It takes time to learn. Kung ikaw nakatira lang somewhere here, pag may misa ng alas 7 o alas 6, dati kaya mo, 15 minutes, nandito ka na. Di po ba, no? Ngayon, dahil may edad ka na, it takes you 1 hour to walk. Late ka pa, di po ba, no? Late. Ang mahirap doon. Yung mga late, pupunta pa yan sa harap. Ha? Maghahanap yan ng bakante, di ba? At ikaw, may log na konti, titingnan pa kayo, baka pwede ako sumingit dyan. Di ba? Ay, yan ang buhay natin, di ba ba? No? Yung iba nga sa atin, tulog lang ng tulog sa misa eh. Di ba ba? Unang pagbasa, unang pagtulog. Ikalawang pagbasa, pangalawang pagtulog. Humiliya, mahaba-habang pagtulog. Di ba ba? Oo. Lumipat lang kayo ng tulugan. Simula sa bahay, muna na. Di ba? At least, nakatulog na, nakasimba pa. Di ba ba? Yan ang katotohanan. Tulog ng tulog. Di po ba, The late Monsignor Montemayor, because he was very sick and retired, before he died, he was still invited to celebrate the Eucharist. Hindi na lang siya nagpapa-communion, pero he is humble enough to accept the invitation. Diabetic yan, madalas mag-hypo. In one of his masses, nag-hypo. Hindi siya nagpa-komunyon, nakaupo doon, nag-hypo. Ginigising siya, hindi siya magising. Ano po? Hindi naman namatay. Pero, dahil hindi siya magising, yung mga tao nag-aalisan na. Walang final blessing. Nag-aalisan. At nung nagising siya, nasaan mga tao? Nag-aalisan na po, Monsignor. O sige na. So nakita ko siya in one of our gatherings. Sabi ko, Monsi, alam ko kwento mo. Anong kwento na naman? Balita ko, iniwan ka ng mga tao, nakatulog ka. Ano sabi niya sa akin? Tama yung mga tao ngayon. Pag nagmimisa ako, natutulog sila, hindi ko naman sila iniwan. May nakakita ba kayong pare, iniwan kayo? Wala. Alam ni Father, natutulog kayo. Kaya nga may bell eh. Yun ang role ng bell. Communion na. Di po ba? Wait on the Lord. Wait on the Lord. Ano po? The father of one of my classmate, priest, in Balay-Balay, Bukidnon, ang tanda na, sabi niya sa akin, alam mo, Father Dave, lahat ng classmate ko patay na. Ako na lang naiwan. Ayun ang problema ninyo. Baka nakalimutan na ako ni Lord. Ay sabi ko, sige po, ipapaalala ko. Nagbibiro lang ako. Lo and behold, he passed away. He passed away. After eating lunch, he just sit in his rocking chair and pass away. And my classmate called me, sabi niya, punta ka dito sa Mindanao. Sabi ko, ano kilalaman ko dyan? Namatay ang tatay ko. Eh, ano ngayon? Ikaw ang huling kausap. Ay, sabi niya, nakalimutan siya ni Lord. Di ba ba? Sabi ko naman, di paalala ko, di ba ba? Magaling ako dyan, sabihin nyo lang sa akin. Ano ba? Pero nasabi po, maraming, a Chinese friend, sabi niya, Father, what I've learned, and if you are 70, you don't celebrate birthdays anymore. You don't celebrate. No parties at 70. Sabi ko, bakit po? Kasi pag nag-party ka na 70, sabi daw ng mga anghel sa langit, ano namang ingay yan? Ano namang ingay yan? Ay, birthday nga eh. Sabi daw ng mga anghel, buhay pa pala yan. Kaya pag ay 70, huwag na kayo masyado maingay. Kukunin kayo kaagad. Di po ba, no? Learn to wait in the Lord. Second, persevere in suffering. Learn to persevere in suffering. Ano po? Stop complaining. Pag matanda na tayo, talagang marami ng masakit. Ako po ninyo. Pag nagpunta ka sa doktor, Father, old age. So, di tapos, di po ba? Matanda na eh. Sabi nga, isang nagsisimba sa Greenbelt, Father, ang daming masakit. Sabi ko sa kanya, nanay, 2 lang yan. Ano po? Gusto niyong tanggapin ang mga sakit o gusto niya mamatay na para wala na sakit? 2 lang naman ang option, di ba ba? O, hindi. Masakit. Tanggapin mo nyo? Matanda na, hindi pa ba na? Anong ina-expect nyo? Naglalaro pa kayo ng badminton? Hindi na. Pag matanda na, mahihina na. Ano pa? If that is your suffering, persevere in it. Di ba? Kaunting sakit, okay lang yan. Kaunting sakit, okay lang yan. Kaunti lang naman, di po ba? Ano? Ha? Nandito yung kaibigan ko. Ha? Gusto mag-celebrate ng kanyang wedding anniversary. Ano sabi ng kanyang mister? Basta hindi na ako wheelchair. Hindi lakad na lakad, di po ba? Ano? Ha? Ha? Practice. Persevere in suffering. Kaunting hirap. Diba? Mahirap yung bahagi ng buhay. Ano po? Huwag magreklamo kung malabo ng mata. Bahagi ng buhay. Ha? Sabi ko nga, ano bang mahalaga sa cellphone pag matanda? Malaki ang letra at malakas ang tunog. Diba? Hindi na kung ano yan, kung Samsung o iPhone, hindi. Basta malaki ang letra kasi malakas ang tunog. Nag-uusap sila, buong bayan na nakakarinig, di ba ba? Persevere in suffering. Kaya ako natatawa kasi naalala ko yung kwento na yung mister nagre-reklamo na kanyang misis bingi. Ano pa? Bingi. Sabi niya, Father, ano bang gagawin ko? Sabi ko, ay di, huwag kayong mag-usap ng malayo, lapitan mo. Tansyahin mo hanggang saan ba niya naririnig, di ba? 5 steps away from his wife, sabi niya, darling, anong ulam? Luming yung asawa. Sabi, ay bingi nga. 1 step forward, darling, anong ulam? Tumingin, kumibot ang bibig. Ha? Grabe. Bingi naman. 1 more step. Darling, anong ulam? Ano, may awang? Sabi, grabe. Na may awang pa. Bingi naman. Ano po? 1 more step. Darling, anong ulam? Ang laki ang mata. Galit. Hindi naman sinasagot kung anong ulam. Kaya, ang ginawa niya, inakbayan niya. Hinalikan niya ang kanyang misis. Darling, anong ulam? Sabi ng kanyang misis, ano ba? 5 beses ko na sinabi adobo. Ang mahirap doon, ikaw ang bingi. Di ba ba? Sometimes we complain of sufferings that we brought it into ourselves. And lastly, before we have our Mass, fix your eyes on Jesus. 3 things: wait on the Lord, persevere in suffering, and third, fix your eyes on Jesus. Stay focused on Christ to run the race with perseverance. Hebrews 12, 1-2. Bakit ba lumubog si Pedro? Because he lost his focus on Jesus. He lost his focus on Jesus. Fix your eyes on Jesus. Not on your husband, not on your wife, not on your children, not on your money. Fix your eyes on Jesus. Again, brothers and sisters, we welcome Jesus, our hope in our troubled world, because He is a God with us, within us. Hope requires eternal perspective. Hope is based on God's promises. Hope is built on faith, and hope activates perseverance. The core of our Christian hope, it is rooted in God. We have a confident expectation. Hope is the source of our strength. Hope anchors our soul. It purifies our motivation and help us to live in hope. There are Bible passages and practical application is to wait on the Lord. Learn to wait on the Lord. Second, persevere in suffering. Ano po? Pagka minsan hindi naman talaga suffering, inconvenience lang. Di po ba, ano? Inconvenience lang. Ha? Yung iba nagre-reklamo sa suffering, hindi naman talaga suffering. Ano po? And third, fix your eyes on Jesus. The moment you lose your focus, then it's easily for you to be discouraged and lose your way. Amen? We have a 12 o'clock Mass. Let us prepare ourselves. If you want to go to the comfort room, do so. Maghahanda lang. Mayroon bang tanong? Any question? But don't force yourself. Malinaw po ba? Malinaw. Kung ano man ang inyong pinagdadaanan, daanan nyo lang. Di ba ba na? Kung ano man ang inyong pinagdadaanan, daanan nyo lang. Matatapos din yan. Ano po? Matatapos din yan. Yung may mga galit sa inyo, hayaan nyo lang. Ano po? Ha? Don't lose your peace on the people disturb you. Ano po? May mga taong galit sa atin, ha? Walang ginawa kundi siraan tayo. Ha? Ay, hayaan nyo lang sila. Ano po? Sometimes I say this. Ha? Sometimes I say this. Pag may taong galit sa iyo, ayaw tumigil, tingnan mo lang. Mata sa mata. Pag ayaw pa rin tumigil, ngitian mo lang. Pag ayaw pa rin tumigil, ha? Huminga ka lang ng malalim at sabihin mo sa kanya, mamamatay ka rin. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Ano pa?